despite picking Andy Ruiz to defeat Anthony Joshua very easily, this is word for word what Deontay Wilder said, he picked Andy Ruiz to defeat AJ in a rematch very easily. Despite doing that, in the wake of AJ proving him wrong and actually beating Andy Ruiz very easily, at least from a points perspective, Deontay Wilder has given AJ no credit at all. Surprise, surprise. This guy, both him and Tyson Fury are not in the business of giving AJ credit. Occasionally, Tyson Fury will come out and give AJ some credit, but when it comes to Deontay Wilder, no. Ever since this rivalry started between the pair of them, Wilder has never had anything good to say about Anthony Joshua. Regardless of what Anthony Joshua achieves, regardless if Anthony Joshua proves him wrong, Wilder's always going to trash him. So let's give you a quote here from Deontay Wilder. He said, Joshua did what he had to do to get the win. He ran around the ring and was on his bike all day. Basically, he had Klitschko in camp, and he was a lot like Klitschko. That jab, grab, hold method. That's all he did tonight. I'm not coming in after losing to this guy to just dance and grab and jab and hold. I'm going to show the world and convince them I am the very best and that no one is close to me, especially with what's going on in the division right now. It's a time of proving who is the best. Joshua had many times he could have gone for the finish after he landed the right hand. When you land the right hand, you've tackled the distance. When you land that punch, you know you're in exact position for the second time around. But he was so hesitant. Joshua's mentality was to survive, the Klitschko method. The difference is my mentality is that of a beast, a warrior, a king, an emperor, all those things. If he calls himself a king, he's just on the nicer side of it. This is a brutal sport, and that's how I treat it. I ain't showing no love for anybody in that ring. So Wilder is suggesting that if he was in the same position as AJ, if he'd just been, knocked out by the same guy in his last fight, dropped 4 times and stopped, he's suggesting that he would have been far more aggressive. Well, he's never been in that position. So, it's easy for him to say that, but until you've been in that situation, then you won't know how you're going to react. So it's all just bluster and bravado from Deontay Wilder. What we can say about Deontay Wilder is that when he was in his 24th fight, because that's what that was for AJ, that was AJ's 24th fight. In Wilder's 24th fight, he wasn't fighting people like Andy Ruiz or Klitschko or Povetkin or Joseph Parker or anybody like that. No, in Wilder's 24th fight, he was fighting guys like this. Kirsten Manswell. That was Wilder's 24th fight. I'll show you right here. Where are we at? I think I've skipped past him. There's Berman Stavern. He got knocked out by him too. Okay, I can't find... Where's Wilder? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Deontay Wilder, who was 23-0 at the time. That was Wilder's 24th fight. This guy, Kirsten Manswell. So when AJ's fighting people like Ruiz and, Klitschko's and Povetkins, Wilder's taking on people like this. Career journeyman. Okay, so that's just to put things in perspective. The warrior, the king, the whatever he called himself, this is who he was fighting at the same stage of his career. And, very similar people. Damon McCreary, Kelvin Price, Matthew Greer, Audley Harrison. And that was a washed up Audley Harrison by then. And that was if that was his 24th, 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th, in his 28th fight, he was fighting Audley Harrison. Deontay Wilder. People, I'm just speaking facts. Don't get upset. Just giving you the facts and putting it all in context. So Deontay Wilder can, say all that fly stuff that he's saying, but when you look at his career and who he was fighting at the same stage, it's night and day. He hasn't been in a situation like AJ's been in, with all that pressure, with all that at stake, the multiple belts, the guys just knocked you out, it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Would Deontay Wilder be aggressive in a rematch when he just been knocked out and dropped 4 times? Or would he also box cautiously? I mean, when he fought Berman Stavern the first time, yeah, he was aggressive in spurts, but for the most part, he stayed on his bike, moved around the ring, and boxed very similar to how AJ did against Ruiz. To be fair, he did try to go for the finish a couple times when he hurt Berman Stavern, but he never stayed on him. His tactics against Laverne in the first fight were clearly to outbox the guy. If the knockout comes, it comes, but he wasn't going to go out of his way to try and get that knockout. And he didn't. And that was against the guy who hadn't knocked him out before, you know? So we'll see. If Deontay Wilder suffers a knockout defeat and rematches the guy right away, then we'll be able to know whether he was just talking nonsense here or whether he really meant it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.